Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for a new day to trade, not financial advice, educational purposes only. Not in any positions right now, but I was waiting to see if ANGH makes a little push towards the 200. I was going to play it off it. That's what the two dotted lines are. And not seeing anything else I'm really interested in. But 7 o'clock is 1 minute away. I got my PRs pulled up. Let's see what happens. Hoping it makes a little push towards the 200s before failing, but let's see what happens. BCAB's pumping. Grabbing some shares on it. BCAB. It's not really up very much yet, but let me know if y'all see anything else better pumping. Turn my volume off. Did ANGH ever push up? Nope. Good morning. So just keep an eye on BCAB, I guess, since I don't see anything else. I want to push a little bit higher. Maybe I take a stab. I'm getting ready to take a stab on it though. Let me see what the daily. Yeah, this is about take a stab zone. What was this news? Announces 40 million special purpose vehicle transaction for registrational. All right, now that we're at 20%, I'm gonna take a little stab here at 86 cents. $40 million SPV financialing to advance a word I can't pronounce into a registrational phase 3 trial. Huh, okay. So I'm in it. Waited for 20 cents, which was 86 cents, so not really moving much. The news is so-so. ANG, okay, this is where I'm really interested. ANGH, I wish it would push towards VWAP. Should look at what this news is. AskEdgar says the float is 90K, but I'm seeing like 2 to 6 million other places. So I believe that's what's right, and it's not trading like a low float. I can get locates, all that good stuff. Really was hoping it would push a little higher to about the 420, 430 level though. So just Q1 results. BCAB slowly falling. Didn't enter a lot of shares because it's just not a setup. It's barely up and it's kind of illiquid, to be honest. So starting to fall. I'm riding it out. When we get in the 70 cents area, I'll probably start taking profits. Still holding. Still holding as it drops. There we go. Back to where we started. That's good enough for me. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. 7 a.m. pop for the win. It's only up 20% on a, like a what? Got in at 86 cents, but caught 11-cent flush on that thing. Not bad. I'll take that. So ANGH, I guess I'm gonna go and just stalk this one until it pushes to a level I like. So you chart with TradingView, but you execute on mobile. That's me being kind. The reason I'm joking and saying that is because, yeah, if I was trading on my own, I wouldn't use TradingView. I just use my chart on my phone, but I do this so the live streams aren't lame. Yeah, so you can just see what I'm looking at. And it does help because I get a better visual in TradingView. But yeah, when I'm outside of live streams, I don't have TradingView pulled up. I'm just trading on my T-Mobile, my TradeZero app. And typically, if I need to get a little bit granular on the chart, I will pull up like the TradingView app on my phone. But yeah, this is mostly because I'm live streaming, just so y'all can see what I'm trading. Agree with you, Alex. I was just looking through that PR quickly. ULY. Do we ever, I don't even know if I remember why this one was pumping yesterday, or does anybody know? ULY. Yeah, not really sure. But it destroyed the daily levels that I had interest in. So now I wonder if this is 379. We got some moving averages up here around 460. That's kind of where it went to yesterday, I guess. So yeah, if it makes another move to, I don't want to get in this one because this was a kind of a nasty grinder yesterday. So I want to make sure it's at a level I really like. So y'all see me sometimes, just like I did with what, BCAB, like I got to pick a spot I need to enter to make money. And I picked 86, and it, you know, where that's what I do on these like initial pops. But on these like grinders like this, I typically just avoid them, to be honest. But then if it does get to a level I like, that's when I'll play it. But I'm not blindly entering something that looks like this, nor was anybody recommending it. I'm just kind of telling you for newbies that might be confused why I'm picky with some and then other ones I just stab. It's because this one has momentum. So I want to make sure that I'm playing a key level versus BCAB where it's just like, okay, where do I take this stab expecting it to fail? But yeah, thanks for putting that on my radar, Alex. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. If it pushes to maybe 365, I'm probably gonna end up waiting until about 380, 370, 380. And if I miss it, I miss it. Because it could be a failed VWAP attempt here, but I don't like it that much. Oh, ANGH finally pushing. There we go. So I have some locates. If it, y'all know I like to get in early, so I'm trying to sit on my hands here. But I might get me a starter at 4. And I did. So I'm in it. Small size, 500 shares. And I have 1,000 at 415 and then another 1,000 at 425. You know what? I might change a 500, 409, and then another 500, 415, another 500, 425, and another 400, 435, just in case it pushes past it and fails. Locates aren't, they're not pricey, but they're not like dirt cheap either. It's $5 for 500 shares, so hopefully I don't waste these locates. I mean, I really don't sweat wasting locates that much, but I wanted to make a strong move though. So let's see if it decides to do that. So what else on the daily? Oh yeah, so this little range right here. Oh man, yeah, I'll look at this. Y'all know I've been liking the little random wick downs like this. For whatever reason lately, they've been respecting these. And in this weak small cap market we're in, something as simple as this has been causing stocks to top out, especially something like this at 477. But yeah, this wick down aligns with the 200. So yeah, I hope it pushes a little bit. I hope it pushes. Yeah, I agree. I prefer a parabolic candle. Just strong push to like 425 and fell. We were playing the same stocks, hoping for different outcomes. I think there's more. Yeah, I think there's more longs on here that do that than admit. I mean, not saying it's a bad thing, but I think there used to be a lot of longs on here. A lot of y'all converted. I'm not gonna throw the names of the ones that's in the group now, but regardless how you use the live stream, I hope it brings value. But yeah, I do think it's gonna push there though. So if you're in a long expecting it to at least push to there, I don't blame you. I'm just hoping that there's a little bit too much resistance at 420, 425. $10 hours and I'm ready for 2026. Yeah, Romania, what is it, typically about 7 hours ahead of us? Yeah. Get ready, Alex. Or Alexandru. So anyways, got my starter 500 at 399 because I like to get in early, but got 2,000 other shares waiting from 415 to 435. Unrelated, but any excitement around the cannabis industry with the rescheduling? Never asked. Yeah, well, I think you're meeting personally with everything. Yeah, I'm just looking to get out of the industry in the near future. Focus on my real estate and trading. So, but yeah, the rescheduling. I guess I'm trying not to be a negative about it, but yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, but I'm like, I feel like I'm past that phase in my life. I'm like ready to move on to new things. And this company I work for is interesting. Let's just say that. But can't say too much. If they ever see my live stream, I can't be talking crap. But it's just messy industry, new industry. But yeah, it would save us a lot of tax money for sure, for sure. I've been scaling into MSOS though, the ETF, because these cannabis companies make a ton of money. Like we make solid money, but we're taxed like an illegal business. We can't write crap off, like some of the basics like labor, building expenses, rent, things like that. We're taxed on gross sales, so it's a hard business to survive. So this will really help us from a tax perspective. So I'm bullish on cannabis stocks, on the good ones. Not all of them, because there's a lot of trash companies out there too. Yeah. Yeah, and funding as well. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. It should have happened a long time ago. But yeah, I honestly recommend MSOS. Like, well, shouldn't say recommend. Gotta be careful of those trigger words. Somebody will come after me. I don't recommend, but MSOS, I'm trying to scale into it a little bit. It's been such a stock that's just been nosediving. It's an ETF with some of the top cannabis companies, so I've been slowly scaling into it. Because then next will be, complete legalization. Then next it'll be allowing us to trade state to state, what's it called, interstate commerce or something. And then potentially we could trade internationally with maybe Canada or something. So still in the baby steps. I think there's still a lot of catalysts for the cannabis industry. But I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but I'm getting myself a little bit of exposure. Man, this AGH, kind of like what you were saying, Alex. I wanted to see a strong move to 420, 430, and that we have not gotten that. True Leaf is my go-to in Arizona. Love that they put it next to Home Depot, one-stop shop. It used to be a Harvest, wasn't it? Were you buying back then? I'm about to show you how deep my roots go. Tell me if it used to be a Harvest. Well, the reason why I was asking that is I was a part of that True Leaf deal. True Leaf has the biggest footprint now. Harvest, that was a company I worked for in Florida. True Leaf bought us out. Um, they're a better company now, but it's still the biggest cannabis acquisition to date. $2.2 billion is how much that deal was. And I was over the second biggest market, Florida. So that's when I became jaded to the cannabis industry, honestly. We were in growth mode. True Leaf saw us as their biggest opponent in Florida. They bought us out. I got blindsided. And my love for the industry, that was when the jadedness started. Because they told me all my stocks would get vested and all these incentives, retention bonuses. and they never came to fruition, so ended up leaving. So yeah, Trueleaf kind of got a little sore spot in my in my heart with them, but it's funny you brought them up. They're a better company now, though. I still have people that work there that I know and talk to regularly. But yeah, still the biggest cannabis acquisition to date, and I was over the second biggest market. That's when I was grinding in the cannabis industry. Now I'm like, screw it, I don't want to grow anymore here. But they're a good company now. The entire executive team, at least 50% of them are gone that I didn't care for. But the reason I asked if it was harvest is because that was our biggest market, was Arizona. That's the real reason they bought us out too. Not necessarily to take us out of Florida, but that's funny you brought it up. Trueleaf, can't get away from them. All right, I got my 409 fill. My next fill is 415, 425, and 435. And the main reason I'm honestly just scaling in around this level is because sometimes I'm making sure I get filled, hence why I'm getting in at 409, 415. If you're a newbie, not financial advice, educational purposes only, probably best to wait for the exact spot. But I like to scale into these levels because I'm not sure where it's going to stop out at, or where it's going to push till. So I'm scaling in all the way up to 435. Then if it starts holding that, above this level and keeps pushing, I'll have to reevaluate the position. You grow in Florida? Best dispensary here is Jungle Boys. No, it's not legal to grow in Florida, and I don't play in the streets like that. No mo. Don't do that. Got too much to lose, so no, I don't do anything like that. No growing. But yeah, Jungle Boys is the best. I agree with you though. You're right about that. They're a good company too, or I think they're a decent company. Let's just say that. I'm not gonna put my name on it, but there's some people that work there that like it. They have good products and stuff. Too much to lose these days. I wish I could, because I like plants. Y'all can see the background, the monsteras. And yeah, I got all kind of plants in the house. I like the Florida tropical plants. Got a little bit of a green thumb, so if I could grow, I would. More for the fun of it. It's an interesting plant. And this one's a slow one. Let's go, Ghost Wind. 18-year retired grower. Bro, there's a new stat that came out that said that more people are consuming cannabis in the States than alcohol now. So a lot of us are low key because that's the stigma with the plant. But it's becoming more mainstream. Yeah, it's not right. I don't think it's right. Finviz and basically everywhere else. Finviz, Webull, Trade Ideas is saying anywhere from like 2 to 6 million, I believe. And it's not trading like, I mean, you can look at this ticker. It's not trading like a nano float. This is a slow grinder. But thanks for the heads up, though. Anytime you see anything concerning like that, now we get 1.69. So yeah, I'm seeing it all over the board, honestly. Oh, of course not. I thought you were working in the field, maybe a dispensary. Oh, you're talking about as a company? Yeah, my company doesn't operate. Well, and I'm glad you assume I wouldn't do that, but definitely know people who still attempt to, even though that's not the law. Um, but yeah, no, my company doesn't operate in Florida. That's why it's been hard for me to let go of this gig because it's fully remote. They pay me well. It's fully remote. I won't find another job like this. I'll be honest. I would love to pretend like I could land gigs like this all the time, but for what they're paying me plus remote, I would have a hard time finding this for a like director level retail job. So that's why I've been sticking around until they listen to one of my live streams about me talking crap and they let me go. Let's see. AMIX great show yesterday, 54 cents. Yeah, and honestly, it was a great show, but it ended even better. I'll wait till I show you how I play this thing. I killed it. You know, try not to be too braggy, but man, I'm proud of AMIX because that was close to a disaster. Well, I shouldn't say a disaster. It was at the top of where I like to, stop out at. I would have probably stopped out between a grand, 1,500. And that's kind of as high as I keep it these days, or allow it to get. But good. And my favorite part about it is a few other people made money on that flush too. So I always like when we all win. And sorry if I sound a little nasally today. I'm getting better, but I still don't feel great. I had the flu over the weekend. Feeling a little bit better. Yeah, this one's a little bit of a little slow. Here we go. We got my 415 filled. My next one is, I think, 425. Not really sure why I did a 10-cent gap there, but we'll play it. Why are you still working there if you're making good money from trading? Because of what I just said, it's a good gig. Like if I quit this job, I don't think I'm gonna find another job that pays. I try not to speak to it, but I'm not going to say how much they pay me, but it's very well. I don't think I will find another gig to pay me this. Plus, I work remote, so it's just like, all right, when you're done with this, just know you're not going to find something comparable. I don't have like much of an education. You know what I mean? I worked hard to get to this type of job, so when I quit, it's, you know, it's if I come back to the industry, I have contacts, but I don't know anybody to line me up with a director of or VP of retail position. So that's kind of why I'm still here. It's because like it's a good gig. If I hated my job, I would have been going a long time ago. But I'm blessed, thank you, Lord, that it's a job that I like. But it just feels like I'm in a different phase in my life now. I'm ready to focus more on trading. But if I let go of this gig, I'm probably not going to find anything else like it. So I hope that makes sense. Are you still in this? Must be down a bit. Yeah, I'm down 120 bucks, but that's exactly where I want to be. I'm scaling into it. So I got in 500 shares at, see, now I'm in the money. This is part of the plan, bro. So I got in a little at 4, and then I added at 415, and then I slapped another 500 shares when we were talking at 419. Then I have some shares at 425 and 435. But yeah, I'm break even now. But yeah, it's playing out exactly how I kind of predicted it to. Maybe take away the $4 entry, but that was only 500 shares. I've already added 1,500 shares since then. If you get health insurance, it's no. Yeah, I do. I get full benefits. They got matching 401ks at these cannabis companies now. We give our part-timers benefits. That's why probably when we're. Well, I won't get into that, but yeah, we. Yeah, it is kind of a dream job, and I like most of the people that work with me. All my general managers that report to me, district managers, they're all good people too, so it's worth a lot. So I don't know, I got some decisions to make in 2026 because I want to keep trading, I want to grow the group, I want to focus on personal things, but try not to take for granted a good job either. And y'all see, I live stream twice a day sometimes, you know what I mean? Have a lot of freedom. In the Discord, I do after hours sessions a couple times a week. Oh, good call. I didn't realize it was this time. I'm just paying attention to ANGH. It's kind of playing out how I want it to. So let's just see if it keeps flushing. Been 2,000 shares now. I love how you keep us on topic, asking if there's any 730 pops. I'm not getting any alerts. There's only 2 PRs and they look weak. So again, it's the time of year, I guess. We're probably not going to get. And again, appreciate y'all for still hopping on even through these slow markets, because when it gets hot, these live streams go a lot different. Like, don't know which ticker to get in, so many are running type of scenarios. So looking forward to those. Well, maybe not that, but I'm looking forward to more action. ESHA, sorry I missed that. Let's see. Oh, a little pricey and it's breaking new highs. Not interested. But this is a nice pop though. Good. Thanks for putting it on my radar, but this one makes me a little nervous. It already broke that previous 1966 level. So where's it going? I bet you it has a tiny float too. Oh, this is in breakout mode. Yeah, I'll probably pass on this one. It could flush, but I'm assuming this one has a very tiny float. Yeah, 1 million. And it's a 69 million market cap. I don't like when the market cap's decently high and the float's tiny like that. So I'm probably gonna leave this one alone, but it could flush. I just don't know where the top is on this thing. Do you see it going another 20 cents? I hope so. No, I don't. That's why I'm playing it right here. If I thought it would go 20 more cents, I would play it And again, not trying to be like a smart, but like this is exactly what I wanted it to happen. I wanted it to push to the 200s and then fail. And that's kind of what's playing out, you know. And then I had my 425, 435 position because a lot of times they don't just fail right at the 200. They'll push a little bit past it and then fail. So I don't see it doing that. But again, it's small caps. You could be right. I'm not going to claim victory just yet because it's honoring the 9. So when it comes back to the 9, that'll kind of be the moment of truth. Does it decide to keep pushing up, or does it break down and flush the VWAP? So it's, as of right now, it's kind of playing out how expected, but I want to see it. I'm not going to start celebrating until we break 9 and get a good flush back to like VWAP. Then I'll do my victory lap. Yeah, the blue line's the 200 daily EMA. What do you use for PRs? Stock Titan. Appreciate that, Denny Burns. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm stuck at. I just got a text from, so I'm up about 150 bucks on ANGH now since I went a little heavier, 2K shares, but I'm gonna try to hold it. See if we get at least a flush to VWAP. But yeah, I got a text from one of my GMs yesterday about like making sure I don't leave, and I'm just like, she literally said, "I swear if you leave." And I was just like, man, if you only knew. I'm thinking about it every day. And it's just because I'm doing well trading. It's not because of the job, but enough about that. Appreciate y'all's insight into that though, because y'all are right. I got benefits. They treat me well. Work with good people. That's why it's been a hard decision. Like I said, if I hated this job, I would have quit a long time ago for sure. There we go. So up about 200 bucks on this one. Probably gonna be hard-headed and hold and see if we go back to VWAP. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little hard-headed. The reason I'm saying I'm being hard-headed is because it's honoring this 9. It's been honoring the 9. So the smart move is to take my 200 bucks and run, but I want to see if it flushes a little bit more. Because I think this will, like I said, I'm all about stacking resistance. We got two 200s right here. They don't always align. It's nice when they do. And then on the daily, we have this random wick down. You might be like, what's the significance of this? I don't know. But a lot of these tickers fell at these random one wicks that wick down like this. I'm not really sure why that is, but lately in weak markets, it doesn't take much on the chart to cause some of these tickers to just stop out or to stop the pump. ESHA, is it still pushing? Jesus Christ, that's why I avoided this one. Yeah, I'm probably going to avoid this one, guys. 1 million float in this price range. There's going to be some money that can be made. I'm not saying there's not, but I'm not interested. But yeah, hope y'all make some money on it. Maybe I trim 1,000 here. I'm gonna trim 1,000 here. Well, let me see what this bid at 395 is kind of getting broken down pretty quick. So if it keeps, oh yeah, we're going down, I think. Let's see if it keeps going down. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Yep, there we go. maybe I am going to take 1,000 out at 393. And then I'll hold the other 1,000. So up about 350 on it. Took half off. Secured a little bit. These aren't my favorite plays, but the good thing about these slow plays, you got time to think through your decision. We're so used to pre-market making some quick split-second decisions, so it's nice to play some pretty easy levels. Down it goes, what, ESHA? Or are you talking about ANGH? Yeah. Yeah, no, appreciate your response, bro. We learn together. I like seeing what what y'all are thinking. So if y'all see things, feel free to share. I'm not sure why the small cap world is like bears versus bulls. Like, we gotta hate each other. Like, and it's mostly long starting that crap though, because they think short sellers are evil. It's just I'm just better at it. It's not because I hate companies and I want everything to fail. It's just like, it's just easier to short sell to me. But yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. If ANGH goes up again, will you still be holding the shares you have now and you keep your earlier as? Yeah, so what's going to happen? The reason I secured profit is because I don't know. Like, if it bounces all the way back up and then I left $300, $350 actually on the table, I'm going to be a little annoyed at myself. So that's why I took half profit, went ahead and secured, what's that? 160, 170 bucks, something like that. And then, but if it keeps falling, I was going to get the rest out at 383, make a couple hundred more bucks. But if it gets back to this level, yeah, once it gets, I already have an order waiting now at 415 again and 420, or I might bump that to 419, but for 500 more shares. So that'll get me back to my full position. Then 425, I have 500 shares. And then at 435, I have 500 shares. So the game plan is add here. I think it's going to fail. There's a lot of stacked resistance. But if I'm wrong, let's say it catches volume, it pushes. If it holds over these levels, a 5-minute candle closes, and then the next one opens strong, I'm just going to cut. My thesis is wrong at that point. Just going to keep pushing. But yeah, going back to like longs versus shorts, I see why longs hate some shorts though, because like the institutional shorts, yeah, they can be sketchy, that's for sure. The hedge funds, the institutions, like they have some very questionable short selling practices. But like the retail short sellers, I mean, we just trying to make some money on a very predictable pattern with small caps. They'll like create shares to short, you know what I mean? It'll be like a 2 million share float, and then Citadel, maybe not Citadel, but one of these questionable companies will have like a 10 million share short on it. And it's just like, how does that work? The cheapest one, the cheapest version of Stock Titans. I saw they recently, yeah, they didn't have so many pricing tiers when I first started, so I think I just have the gold. Yeah, the gold. So I guess it's not the cheapest. They have quite a few. I just want real time. So the cheapest one that gives me real time. I think that's gold. Yeah, I'm looking. It's gold. And I don't have an affiliate link to it. But I do recommend them. I mean, they're solid. JFBR just posted some news, and that one likes to pump irrationally. So let's see, JFBR. Not getting it today. Oh, here we go. I was just a little early. And this is kind of why I like Stock Titans. It's like some of the quickest news I can find. So sometimes I'll check them too early. Let's see if it pushes a little bit. As of right now, it's pretty liquid, but it doesn't take much. If a couple more buyers come in and push it up, it'll start getting some eyes on it. But as of right now, it looks a little illiquid. That's funny you say that. I haven't even looked at that screen recording. I totally forgot I was recording my screen. So yeah, I assume I have it. Yeah, I'll have to, when I get off live stream, I'll pull it up. I'm glad you said that. Totally forgot about it. And since we're in kind of this weird spot, let me see if I have this pulled up. Again, I'm gonna, let me see. Almost change screen to, you can see it. So you can see, I don't really have it on here good, but I ended up like playing this one pretty well. So after I got out on that flush, I started adding back. So I didn't get out of all the position, I got out of most of it. Then I started adding on the way down, which I don't typically do unless my confidence is really high. So I ended up just slapping this thing on the way down and ended up doing pretty well with it. So overall, pretty solid little play. After and during the regular session, because y'all know I'm more of a play the front side, pop side. But again, I told you I'm confident about patent news until patent news proves me wrong. The problem was I was too confident in the patent news. So that's my problem, was my thesis was too strong. Like I knew AMIX, let's pull it up, was going to fail. There might be a good learning opportunity here, but my thesis was too strong, and you got to let it make its move first. So I was over here thinking this was the top, and then ended up drawing the line in the sand at 90 cents and ended up catching the flush. Happy ending, but just so y'all know, patent news, again, not financial advice, but it rarely holds up. And this company already had like 80 patents, and it was still trading for 50 cents. So what is one additional patent going to do? They're historically a patent, machine. So fundamentally nothing changed with the company, and we got the flush. So EHSA, still not playing it. Again, I don't like low floats in these prices. I've been ripped apart by some like these. It's not a hot market, so maybe I should have played this one, but I'm gonna continue to pass on it. It could flush here, but not interested. So still only in 1,000 shares. I was hoping to get to add some more on a push up here, but this one's been a slow one. It's making Making me some money, but it's not a very exciting one. JFBR is moving a little bit. JFBR. Is it finally getting some volume? Not much, but a little bit. Oh, 7,000 shares. Yeah, we need to. I would honestly like to see us like at least up to a couple 100,000 shares before I get into it. But it's going up now, so let's see. Let's pull up the daily. Where does this disaster of a company want to go? $1, we have the 9 daily right there, but that's not that strong of a level traditionally. Let's see what the hourly looks like. It's been honoring though. Look at this. So every time it pushes to the hourly 200, it fails. One time here, one time here, one time here. So guess where I'm going to enter? If it pushes to 105, 110, I'll look for an entry. And this is what I mean. Look at it. So you pull up the hourly, fell at the 200s, fell at the 200s, fell at the 200s. So guess what I think it might do this time? So I'll probably play it if it gets up there. We're getting some more volume, and we're up 26%. It might just fail here at the pivot or the dollar cycle level, but again, I don't want to get too excited. I want it to push at least to the 200s. What's ANGH doing? Still kind of just hanging out. Tempted to kind of, and again, I'm learning to just like, sometimes on these live streams I want to take positions, but I'm like, that's a bad influence, don't do it there. But honestly, I'm here to show y'all how I trade, not to be perfect. So if I do some questionable things, that doesn't mean you have to. And when I say that is, I'm actually gonna, now that it's hesitating right here at this pivot, I entered at 92 cents and I'm gonna stop out if it breaks a new high. So if it gets over 96 cents, I'm gonna stop out, but just got in at 92 cents, small position. I just wanna see if it goes back down here. Since it hesitated right there, I just wanna see if it starts giving it back. So only in a small position because it's just a little filler position, but 1,000 shares, 92 cents. If it breaks a new high, I'm just gonna cut quick. And then I'll play it at $1.10, $1.05 to $1.10. What is ANGH doing? Same thing. So I'm gonna get them both pulled up so I don't have to keep switching screens. JFBR. And I'm only in 1,000 shares, assuming that it could keep pushing. And then, like I said, if it breaks over 96, I'll probably just cut and then re-add, basically risking like 4 cents. And then I'll play it at $1.10-ish level. Because that's the problem with this slow market. Like, I know most of these tickers are going to fade, but when it heats up, this is my disclaimer. I got to be a lot more picky than I am these days about what tickers I enter. I can tell my confidence is high. And that's a double-edged sword. Like, you need to be confident in what you're doing, but I feel like I'm gonna get a wake-up call here soon. Because today, if I end green, I'll end the entire month every day green. So that's just not typical. We're in a very shorting small cap friendly market. So when things heat up, I'm gonna have to be a lot more particular about tickers I enter, pay more attention to float, pay more attention to the news. But right now I'm just trying to take advantage of majority of these tickers flush. I tried it, T-Mac. It worked for me this morning. But no, I didn't try it in TradingView. I tried it on mobile. That's weird it's not working in TradingView. Yeah, TradeZero, that whole TradingView integration, I don't really love it, to be honest. And you can tell the rating's trash too on TradingView. I think it's like 3.9. I think it's because you can't locate probably on TradingView. And maybe some of the features aren't there. Do you ever short Bitcoin? No. Getting a little bit of a flush on JFBR. I'm probably just going to see if I can hold it at least till maybe 82-ish cents, 84, 82. These ones I don't add size to always flushes. It's wild. Yeah, we're going down. And I'm out. 85 cents. Because see, this is the one I have all the size on, and it's not really flushing super quick. But all these ones I'm usually skeptical of, and I just add a small share size, it seems like they always flush. But the ones I have, I mean, the ones I add size to tend to lately as well. But it's funny, this happens a lot. The ones I'm just like, let me just throw 1,000 shares at it and see what it does. Yeah, NG Eternal, you're probably right. We're in this weird phase. I mean, it's 12:31. I don't even know if institutions are trading today, really. I don't know how many retail traders are trading today. I can't imagine the volume or the liquidity, the capital in the markets is very strong today. But 8 o'clock is 1 minute away. That's when the PRs come out. So let's see if we get some PRs here. I'm on get back in JFBR if it gets to 92 cents again. Especially since new PRs are coming out, but I don't money rotation away from it.
Boris.
What was that?
Nos.
So yeah, there's a decent amount of PRs that came out. Well, not really, only 5-ish. NA. No. CMCT had a stock dividend. No. Looks pretty brutal, guys. Not seeing much. Now this one is looking a little tempting. If there was some money rotation I could count on with this one, because so now that we know the highs of EHS, I'm probably still not gonna play it, but I'm gonna talk through this one. Let me make sure ANGH ain't doing anything crazy. And I'm just gonna leave JFBR alone. I think it's still gonna fade here, but I'm just not super interested in it. But it is getting a little bit more tempting because look at the 5. Like, I think these are called what, topping tail candles or whatever. So, and then it gets lower, 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 lower. So now the moment of truth is, what does it do here at the 9? Who wins the battle, VWAP or the 9? It looks like it wants to flush, but if I was to play it, I would have a super tight stop on it. Like basically if it breaks over like 22 bucks, I'm out. It is looking a little weak though. I think I'm gonna pass. Oh, you can hear that? That's my wife. She sleeps through freaking everything. Let me close the door. I'm the bear, but she's the one that like hibernates like a bear. Bro sleeps through anything. It's right there by her head too. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't play it now, but I am tempted. If it fails, no, don't play it, bro. Follow your rules. I don't like low flow prices that high, so I'm gonna quit pulling it up. ALCY. This one's in some weird breakout pattern too. $1 million float. I'll probably pass on it since it's a tiny float, but it's not a bad call out. JFBR is going back down. It does drive me crazy. Bro, I can still hear it. Let me call. Well, it's her phone. That's what time is it? 8:05. If it's still going off at 8:10, I'm gonna go down there and act up. Tell her she's ruining my live stream. Nice call on ALCY. It looks like it's flushing. I was a little nervous again. I don't like when the float's really tiny and the stock price is over $10. I don't do as well with those. Those have hurt me. NCL. A little bit of a retest here. NCL. 22 million float, 6 million market cap. Oh, it's under 50 cents. So yeah, I can't play anything under 50 cents, but it looks like a decent setup. I like retests because you can have tight stops on it. You know if you're wrong, so you can get out quick. RDAC. It's up 40%. What is this one? RDAC. Chinese, and I can't even find the float on this one. It's saying unknown, so I probably will not mess with this one. Well, it says 5 million on FinViz. RDAC. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave that one alone too. Low liquidity, Chinese. Yeah, it's a hard market to be picky in, but I'm kind of being picky. There's not a lot of options to choose from. Let's see if ANGH finally flushes. So we broke down to the, I mean, it's playing out how I wanted it to, but just a little slower. I wish I'd have added more than 2,000 shares if I'd have known that this was probably gonna be my only play. Well, I did play JFBR small, but I'm gonna see if we get back to VWAP here. Maybe try to close around 383 or something. Only in 1,000 shares, only up 180 bucks on it, so nothing crazy. But see if I can get maybe 10 more cents on it. Maybe make an extra 350, 380 or something. Because I already took profit on the original 1,000 shares. Yeah, I'm still holding ANGH. Like these plays don't stress me out like this. Like I mean, it's following exactly. You rewind this live stream is exactly what I was hoping for. What I said, what I was hoping would happen. So, not saying what I say always happens. It's quite the opposite. But this is what I was hoping for. So, I'm gonna continue to hold, see if we get to VWAP, and then I'll probably close out. The interesting thing about this one was, see, if we were in a little bit hot, warmer market, I think this one would be cooked. It's done. So like it makes this move, it fails, comes back to VWAP, and other things are moving. This one is the type that would just keep on flushing. Attention would just be completely lost on this one. It made its move to 200. It failed. Now it's time to go back to where it started. You know, But since nothing else is really moving today, it might try to, so there's not just very many things to play, so it might try to bounce off VWAP and retest the 200, and I'll play it. But I would love to just hold this one and just see if it fades the rest of the day. But without many things moving right now, I'll probably just get out at VWAP. I think she finally turned the alarm off. Or her phone died. Nope, I think I'm just numb to it. I still hear it. So yeah, taking profit at 383. Or I guess covering the last of my shares at 383. For sure, Martin. Martin is the OGest of OGs, OGs of OGs. He was the very first one to join my circle group when I first created it after Kimfo reached out. Martin, you always have a special place in my heart, bro. We trade a lot different, but we short sell. We had some good conversations in the beginning. Man, ANGH is just trading sideways. But again, like I said, if it pushes back to 420, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna add my size back to it. So or 415, I'll start scaling back in. Yeah, 415, 420, 425, and 435. ESHA mooning, yeah. Yeah, I don't do well with these really low float. Especially if they're over like 20 bucks. I just don't have a good read on them. I'd rather take. Oh, remember what I said the other day? What I like about. Let's see if any of y'all remember this about longs. I like longs. One, low float, and when the 9 and the VWAP align like this, that's usually where I'll take my long. I don't trade longs very often, but when they have a low float, decent news, I don't know what this news is. And when the 9 and the VWAP align, I notice these low floats really like to pop right there on the 5-minute to make its next move up. And this is coming from a very poor long trader, but that's why I gotta have very specific entry criteria because I'm not very good at it. think somebody asked me on the last stream or maybe the stream before. 8:15. See if there's any more news. Nope. Yeah, no. Even the companies aren't putting out too many PRs today. So yeah, it's gonna be a slow session. It is what it is. Like I said yesterday, I've been making most of my money intraday, and that trend continued yesterday as well. Didn't make much pre-market. ANGH pushing up. See if my 415 gets filled. Is the market only open until 1? I should probably know that. I don't know. I think it's regular hours. Oh, yes. I think it's full. I'm seeing U.S. equity markets are operating regular business hours with trading taking place 9:30 to 4. I think it might be regular hours today. I don't even know why I have JFBR still pulled up. I'm not really interested in it, so I'm gonna just go back to ANGH. Oh, market's closed tomorrow? Probably a good thing. Probably need a break. I 100% would have scheduled a live stream tomorrow. Yeah, it's closed tomorrow. Huh. Bro, this has been a pretty brutal one. Pretty slow. Good morning. Are you up on anything today? Sorry, I missed that earlier. Yeah, just ANGH. I played it off the 200. That's what these dotted lines are. A couple thousand shares, took profit on the first little flush. Still hanging on to 1,000 shares, and I have 2,000 shares waiting to enter between 415 and 435. I'm gonna try to get a decent little size on it because I just with the liquidity in the market right now, I have a hard time believing it's going to push past these levels. That's what the weekends are for. I know, right? I'm trying to be positive, like, oh, well, maybe I need a break tomorrow, but a little disappointing. But like I was saying, still getting over the flu. I still don't feel great. Yesterday I felt a little bit better, but today I'm feeling worse, probably because I didn't get any sleep. SLGB. But it's going to be funny when things heat up, guys. Like I said, I know I keep talking about it, but this is my warning. My warning, when things heat up, we're in a completely different... You got to acknowledge all red flags. We're in one of the slowest markets I've ever seen for small caps. I might play this retest though. I'm gonna grab some locates. Just have a tight stop if it breaks over 150. I'm still not in it yet. I'm waiting to see where it goes to. Okay, now I'm in it. If it breaks over 150, no questions asked, just cutting. Because I don't know anything about this ticker. Speaking of it being a slow market, you can do that. Or we can get away with it a little bit more. SLGB. I don't know, it's getting volume. I might go ahead and cut it. Yeah, I'm cutting it. Well, it didn't hold. I'm still in it. I'm gonna make it prove it can hold over 150. Because this move is so extended. SL. Well, dang, it's that tiny float though, so I do gotta be careful with it. I'm only seeing a million, so. Okay, does it fail here? Because it broke above it, but the key is, does it hold? Does this 5-minute candle hold? But the problem with it being a low float is I like for the 5-minute to wait for the 5-minute to close. But the problem with these low floats is sometimes it'll just keep pushing in the next 2 minutes. So if it keeps pushing, I gotta cut my losses. But I'm up in it now. My average was 147. So I'm seeing a huge size on the ask. So I think it's gonna get pushed down here. There we go. There we go. So I assume this is a no news pop, so I might just see if it fades a little more. I got a really good entry at 147, so I'm gonna let it play some. If I have to stop out, I have to stop out, but good entries are very forgiving, so I'm gonna let it play some here. The worst case scenario, I'm gonna risk what, 3 to 5 cents. So I'm just gonna let it push down. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. Somebody's slapping the ask right now, massive size. I might add here, oh, never mind. I thought I had some shares, I didn't, so didn't add. So yeah, we're going down. I think we're gonna keep going down too, honestly. Appreciate the call out, guys. Probably should take a peek at ANGH here soon. What a surprise, still trading sideways. Okay, still holding on to it, just seeing what happens with it. It's getting a little bit of volume though. No, I use, yeah, Martin, you know. Yeah, TradeZero. Link in the description. Yeah, TradeZero is what I use. I highly recommend TradeZero, but I see you said Robinhood. Do not recommend Robinhood. Regardless if it's TradeZero or others, just make sure it's one that you can, you know, that short selling is a big part of what they do. You'll get better prices on locates and better you know, shorts and availability too short. So I'm up about 120 bucks on this one. Again, when I play them small, they fade clean. So the two I traded small today faded super clean. So I'm not gonna make much on it, but that's on my own fault. I should have added more size. I knew there wasn't gonna be a lot of opportunity today, so I should have added way more size on this one. But still holding. And again, it goes back to getting a good entry. So I was just going to play it until it like proved it could hold over, you know, 150 or whatever. Since I had a 147 entry. But if I would have got in too early, I would have been more likely to take profits quick because I would have been scared it'd push against me and I'd take a big loss. Since I have, like I said, a small position, I'm probably just going to let this one play some. I want to see if it keeps going down. Well, I'm not a short seller. I use Webull and Robinhood Mobile. That makes sense. If you're long, they can cater to that. Oh, we're going down more, guys. Here we go. You ready? Boom. Let's go. We're going down some more. We'll get to the 120s here. Yeah, we're going down, guys. There we go. Up 200 bucks on it now. I guess I can't complain with 500 shares or 1,000 shares. So trim my first one at 129, and actually I might just get out here. I'm pretty content with that, to be honest. JFPR broke $1, so that was a nice little play. Made a couple hundred on that. Again, should have added more size, but the ones so we're getting $1 retest on JFPR here. I saw T-Bone in the Discord post about it. And all of y'all did too. I just ignored y'all's comment, I guess. No, I didn't see it. Yeah, the bond market's closing today though. Yeah. I'm not too active in the bond market. $8:30, 1 minute away. You know what? Who reminded me yesterday? I think it was you, Don Black. You were like, said I don't do well at 8:30. I've said it numerous times, but I still trade it. So I might sit it out today, guys. I'm actually in this trash market playing very small size. Somehow I'm up 700 bucks, which is again not that, you know, nothing to brag about, but I'm pretty content with it with the options we had. And I was up like 150 bucks before I came on live stream because I took I can't remember what I played. Played something right before the live stream and it worked. But I might just be content with this. How about this? I'm gonna hang out a tad bit longer, but I don't, unless this 830 pop, unless there's some 830 pops that are just beautiful, I'm probably gonna just watch ANGH, see if it finally comes back down to VWAP. MODD. Well, I got it in my last day. Oh, JFBR was flushing off $1. JFBR. Let's see if these are FBLG. Is this a patent news? No. Getting excited. Y'all know I like some patent news. Yeah, it's weak PRs today, guys. So but yeah, probably wrap up here shortly. And like I said, overall decent market. It's a good opportunity if y'all, I don't try to push the group, but if y'all, any of y'all are interested in joining the Discord, be a good time to going into the new year. I think we do good things in there. So if you're interested in joining, you can see how we trade intraday, and that's where most of the money's been made, to be honest. Intraday market, because the pre-market's been so slow, but at least regular session has been giving us some plays. I'm probably going to hop off here, and if I don't speak to some of y'all before the new year, if you're not in the Discord, have a happy New Year's Eve. Stay safe, make good decisions, and I guess I won't see y'all tomorrow. So what is today? Wednesday, Thursday? Yeah. So I won't be back on YouTube till Monday. I'll be trading exclusively in the live in the Discord on Friday, obviously for the pre-market and the after-hours session. So if you're interested, link is in the description, and I'll post it in the top comment here before I bounce. But on that note, guys, I will wrap up. Thank y'all, and I will see y'all next week.